Okay, today I'm going to be playing with just trying to make some small um, gel prints, some prints that I can put. I'll show you what I got. I went garage sailing yesterday. Was Saturday, so I do that when I can. And this lady was selling these. Can you see that? 25 cents. It's the photo frame. And I don't have very much of my own art on my walls, so I got these and thought, you know what? I'm going to, they're inexpensive frames, but there's a blank spot in my wall in the hallway, and I think I'm going to make just some prints to fill these with and just put them on the wall. 25 cents, you can't go wrong for a buck. That's what I'm going to do. And I find these all the time at garage sales and thrift shops. And the other thing today, and I actually, people are always telling me what I should tell you people to subscribe. I should tell you people to. When I got started on these videos, I just wanted to have fun and play and make videos and kind of have people in my studio, even if I couldn't have people in my studio. Thank you, COVID. But everybody was always telling me what I should do. And one of the things I did think I might like to do eventually was become an affiliate for Amazon, because I buy a lot of art supplies on Amazon. And if I could get a few bucks back every once in a while to buy some more art supplies, I'd be a happy camper. So I did get an affiliate. So I'm going to put a link to these below. And it is, I don't know how much you get, probably a penny on the dollar or something. But if you buy from that, then I get some back. So I am an affiliate now. Whoop-de-doo. But I got these and I ordered, this is the, oops, I dropped the whole box on the way out here. This is the color mixing Modern Theory set. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the smaller tubes, which are 3/4 of an ounce. But these paints, these golden opens, you need so little to do a gel plate that these are going to last quite a while. And if you saw my other videos, you'll know I got one of the other sets, the smaller sets, and I've been using it and I just adore them. I mean, I still like my Arteza and I still like my Amsterdam, but I like these better. And it comes with a large tube of white, which is good because I was just going to order a large tube of white. And it also comes with a thinner, which I don't even know what I would do with, but we'll see. But the thing that got me so happy was not just that it, but these are the color mixing Modern Theory. And I got them because, see the nice bright colors? And the one I got before was the landscape one, which is perfect for doing those landscapes that I do, the far distant ones with the, you know how I do skylines and farms in the distance and stuff like that. That one's perfect for that, but then I thought, oh, I want some brighter colors for other things. So that's what we're going to work with today to make my abstract little pictures for my picture frame. But it came with this. Can you see this color mixing chart? And it's to die for. It gives you exactly the ratio, and it's the colors that are in this box. So I could even take these colors and mix them with the other colors I've got and come up with even more. But look at this range of green. I never have enough greens. When I go to do collage with leaves, I never have enough greens. Look at the range of green just from what's in this box. And the problem is I have greens, but they're all the same. So I'm going to be doing a lot of color mixing in the future. And look at these fall colors. Look at that. Aren't those beautiful? I am just so ecstatic about it. And even look at this for landscapes, the more muted colors. So I'm excited about this. I don't remember how much I paid for it. It was probably one of those Black Friday deals, but this is the Golden Open Slow Mixing Modern Theory. I'm going to ask for some more for Christmas, I think. I wasn't going to ask for art supplies for Christmas this year because, like I said in another video, there's some that I'm still trying to figure out how to use from last year. I like those Dina Wakley spray bottles. I still haven't figured a good way for what I do to use that. But now I'm just going to make larger sheets. I'm going to use the mixed media paper, I think, just the white, to do larger sheets, and then we'll cut them down to fit in here. But that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to use my new set today. So I'll be right back with everything set up. Okay, so I've got my paper. This is, I may need to get some more of this. Oh, I got a few sheets up here too. This is mixed media paper. It's the cheap stuff you get at Michael's and that. It's just in a big pack. And I cut it down, and I got these sheets because I'm going to section off sections too while I'm working, and I got some smaller ones. I might want to cut another size, but that's good for now. And I've got these, and I'll put a link to these in the description, and a link to the Golden Open. People have been asking me about these small stencils I've been using, and they're very inexpensive off of Amazon. I can't remember how many comes in a pack. It's something like 30, and I've got 2 packs, and they're like $10 each. And this guts, and I'm going to spend some time cutting out around them, and I might do that today, but we'll see. Some you can't cut around, and some, you know, look fine. But since I'm doing such small pieces, I'm not too worried about it today, as you can see. So let's get started on this. Let's start with a light. We're going to start with the yellow. We have, one thing I like about this pack is there's 2 yellows, I think 2 reddish, 2 blues. It's really nice. I have oh my goodness, benzodiazepine, medium and light. I don't know what that is. Benzimidazole, I don't know. I can spell it out if you need it, but we're going to start with one of those. There's a medium and a light. This one is the medium. And I'm going to try and use just these colors because I want to see. And the other thing I like about these paints, they say, of course, they stay wet longer, and that's important. Being in Houston, Texas, or Houston, Texas area. I don't actually live in Houston. That is important because, oh, I don't like that one. It's hot here. I mean, it's December, and the forecast is saying that it's going to be 90. No, 80. I'm sorry, not 90. Ooh, that's exaggerating. It's going to be 80 next week, middle of next week one day. I'm like, enough already. Ooh, that's a bright yellow. I like that. We'll see how it does with other colors. And I might want to turn this over and see if I can get some more off of it. Yeah, there you go. That's pretty. And we'll spread these out as we do them. And do something on this side. Maybe this. Just take a small piece of that up. Then go over it with another color. Let's see how that yellow mixes with, well, since I'm so excited about the blues, we'll pull one of my blues out. I mean the greens. This is phthalo blue. And I'm not cleaning my brayer, and I don't plan on cleaning my plate. I'm just going to go out one after the other and see what we get. Then towards the end, I'll look at them and I'll add to them. And of course, I'll add to them with ink and pen and pencil, and because I can't leave well enough alone. Always been a problem. All right, let me get my grass skirt out. You've seen my videos. You've seen these things. This is a table skirt for a Hawaiian party. And it does some interesting things. And this is just a paper snowflake, or sort of snowflake. This is going to pull up some of that, and then we're going to put it on top of that yellow. And see how interesting that is. And I'm just going to keep overprinting these. And when I find sections I like and want to work on, I'll say, oh, I like that. Look at that. I'll section some off. These colors are to die for. I'm just going to have such a good time. Let's go back to the yellow. Where is my yellow? And we'll try it with the other blue, and then we'll try actually mixing it into a green. Well, that skirt really does tremendous things. Yeah, it's actually a table skirt. That's what it is. All right, let's get out the doilies. I brought one out. I don't know where I put it. I brought a new one out that I had found when I was shopping. I don't know what I did with it. It had wonderful circles on it. But these are the doilies you saw me use the other day if you saw my other video. And I'm just going to pull some color up with them. Make just a slight pattern. It won't be distinct, but and then maybe we'll put this one down here and do the same thing. Well, let's pull the color up with this. I don't want to pull a lot up, and I don't want it to be just a little, oops, pulled up more than I wanted. But we'll see how this looks. Let's do the edge of this. Finish along before we add more colors to it. Oh, look at that. So pretty. And we'll take just this light what's left on a sheet. But I just wanted to try all the colors. I'll be doing this all afternoon, so I'm just going to videotape for a little bit. Maybe I'll shut it down and then come back and videotape some more when I'm off on another tangent. Oh, look at how pretty that is. Can you see that good? Oops, I won't come too close. You get those gray lines. So there's two that are off to a good start. Now let's try the yellow with the red. I think this is the light one, isn't it? Yeah, this is the lighter yellow. And they're exactly the same color, but I want to try it with a little red. This time I might try mixing a little bit of it. I'm going to go out this way and out this way, and then I'm going to mix some in the middle. And then we're going to go crazy. See how that gives you already interest? It's not one flat color. I don't like that part right there. We'll redo that. There. See how that kicks it up a notch. All right, let's get some of these stencils out here. I wish I knew where that round doily was. I'll find it when I get off camera, I guess. These two are nice. You've used that one before. And these, I don't know what size they are. I think they're 5 by 5 or 6 by 6, but let's just, now where's my pusher downer thing? Trying to keep in the camera range because I've got to get in the habit of looking up every once in a while. I keep doing things off the camera. At least I never shut up, so you know what I'm doing. Oh, look how pretty those colors are. Can you see that combination? Ooh, on top of something, that's going to be lovely. And the patterns came out nice. So now, do we do this alone or on top of something? Let's do it on its own. And since the colors are transparent, we can come over some of it if we want to, and not all of it. Let's get every bit we can off this. Yeah, it's even warm in here today. Ugh. Oh, look how cute that is. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? These colors are to die for. All right. Remember, it's the mixing colors. I'll leave the link down there. I mean, you don't have to buy from the link, but I sure would appreciate it. I've decided I'm going to start doing something maybe every other week or so. I have a ton of books, and people are always asking, well, what's a good book to get for doing this or that or the other? And I've got some that are good, some that are clunkers. And I think what I'm going to do is do reviews on the books I got and maybe do projects from the books so you can see, is this something you really want or not? That one's a little weird, but we'll put it down there. And let me start pulling some of it up with these so that I'll have some to use. I used a lot of in my last two projects, I used a lot of my tissue paper. I was like, wow. I mean, I used a lot of the greens and the reds. Oh, look how pretty that design is. Yeah, I will put the link to these. These are wonderful. We need to do something down here. Maybe this. And just blot it up. See how that works? That adds a different kind of look to it. All right, let's do it over this one, which is just a starter one anyways. And see what we've got. Oops, now I got my paper all dirty. Just turn it inside out because I am cheap. That's the same roll of paper towels I've been working on for a month. Oh, and underneath it's even more interesting. Look at that. Can you see that right there? Look at that. That's nice. That area might be something I work with for the final project. All right, that was one blue. Now let's do red with the other blue. And let me tell you what that blue was. That blue was the only one that's out of the... yeah, that was phthalo blue. And what's this one? Oh, that's the other red. I thought I had two blues. Well, weird. Oh, I have diazonine purple and phthalo green blue shade. Well, let's see what that does with this red. That's a blue shade. It's pretty greeny. Oh, but the colors together, look at that, isn't it? As my friend says, lickable. Those colors, oh, look at those colors together. Oh, I hope you can see that well. Let's just do some designs on it. I want to do that again. I like that. Just do a corner. All right. And we're going to pull it up really lightly with this tissue, very lightly, because I want the... And I'm not even pressing down. I just want some left in those little the little cells of the... Well, I'm pressing down a little bit on that one because it's tiny. All right. Oh, those colors are nice. Now we're going to pull this one up on its own sheet. And I think for the pictures, I don't know if I'm going to do prints or cut them up and actually do a collage. Because I can see that I'm getting some nice pieces out of this that would be lovely collaged together. Now look at that one. Aren't those colors amazing together? That's the phthalo green blue tint and the, what kind of red is that? The quinacridone magenta. And these colors are gorgeous. All right, now I gotta get really inventive. Let's try that diazonine purple. I really should pull this up with white, huh? No, not gonna do it. going to put purple over the top of it and go mad from there. And I've still got some of those other colors on the roller. I'm not cleaning the roller. I'm not cleaning the gel plate. I want these to be mad and crazy. I think I want some more of that Hawaiian grass here. Look. Just a little. And yeah, I love these stencils. I mean, I was just stoked when I saw them. Well, maybe not like the heart with the arrows through it, but there's very few in here that are clunkers. Very few. So if you get them, I bet you'll use 90% of what you get out of your set. I'm not a hearts and flowers kind of girl, so. So I don't use that. All right, now we're going to really rub this, because this I'm going to put on top of a couple of those. Diazonine purple is nice. We'll see in a minute how nicely it mixes with something else after we pull this on top of a few of these. As you can see, I'm not cleaning my stencils. We're just going to take an edge of this here. Look at that. Yummy. And this one I'm not totally thrilled with, so we'll just take the rest of it with this. And then we're going to mix that purple with something and see what we got. I'll probably do one more page and then I'll keep going, and I will, at the end of the video, show, ooh, look at that. I mean, it's very dark, but gee, I like that. You see that effect? Because if you were to take like this section here for the picture and then do something, a strip or something over it, that would be nice. All right, let's see what the purple mixes with. And red, I guess. Oh, and we have this naphthol red light, which is very bright red. You know, I don't use much in the way of bright red. I could have used that for my Christmas cards. Oh, man. Where was that when I needed it? All right, we need the purple. We do not want to mix that with green, because you know what happens when you mix red and green. You get mud. Okay, here it is right here. Now the diazonine purple doesn't seem very transparent, a little bit. All right, so we're gonna just mix it together. Ooh, that red is lovely. Let's see what it looks like when you actually mix it. Almost a muted orange, isn't it? Ooh, that's a nice combo. All right, I bought a faux Fitbit, and I'm not, I just got my award for 1,000 steps, and you know what? That's all I've done today. Because, all right, how about this? I did check it to see if it's actually catching the steps. And what it does, I'll have it on 100 and I'll take 10 steps and I'll sit there and wait and it don't do anything, doesn't do anything. Sit down for a few minutes and suddenly, beep, it's got 101. Or 100 and however many I just took. All right, we're going to go back to this and just take some off. And this is where I start adding things to other prints. Yeah, I didn't take very much off. I just want, I think this is going to be a base bottom for one. I think this is my last full sheet. I only cut out so many. And now I'm going to go back through and just add things to it. Maybe some blacks, some whites, some lighter tints and darker tints. All right, there's that purple mixed with that. What was the red? Naphthol? Naphthol red light and that diazinon purple. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? All right, now I'm going to go through and I'll work on these till I get little sections, and then I will probably come back because I'm going to work on the sections with pen and ink, and then I'll probably come back and show a little bit on camera. But that's what I've got so far. Okay, so to show you what I'm up to, I have taken apart one of the frames and I have cut myself from the little front section. I just cut myself a little template. I've cut mixed media pages. Well, that one's not very good, but to use as a background, and I'm going to collage on top of it with the prints that we did and other things. I'll show you those other things, but this little thing will let me find spots on my, or as I used to say, audition different pieces of the paper. All right, let me show you the prints we came up with. I think I'm gravitating towards the neutrals that I did, these, for backgrounds. See how interesting that is? And then you put something on top of it. You can isolate the areas so that you can, it's very hard to choose from it if you can't do something like that. The designs I'm going to do, I'm thinking in terms of L shape and H shape designs. So, and these came out very pale. They're very beautiful, but not a color or a design I usually use. So we'll come back and see. And these neutral ones I'm really attracted to. So we'll see what we do. And then here are some gel prints that I pulled that I may use. As you can see, there's some very pretty sections on it. And I'm going to, I haven't decided if I'm going to rip the paper or cut the paper. Once I get the backgrounds cut out, then I'll decide. And like this one, look at that. There's some nice areas that you could just leave it as that. And I may just do that. I don't know. We'll see. And then this one had some areas up in here that I thought were really interesting. But even that green area, just a section of it would be nice. And then I found this dark blue that I really like, the blue and green combinations, so there are places you can go with this. I mean, that would be a nice background right there. So we'll see. I'm going to start cutting off the papers, and I will come back when I finish cutting them out and have sections to show you. I'll probably do one or two, and then I'll come back and show you how I do the next one. So I will see you then. Okay, so I got my backgrounds cut out for these. Well, the background's going to be the plain paper, but I cut these from the ones that I did in the beginning of the video when I was using that new paint. I did a couple of the neutral. I think I did 3 of them. And then I did a couple of the blues. And I thought there was one more, but I guess not. Those I'm going to add to. I cut some out of that deli paper, but I actually, once I cut them out, I decided these are done. And one of the most important things to learn when you do an art is when to stop. And I really like, let me see if I can pull that up where you can see it. I really like that one the way it is. So I'm not going to do a thing. I'm not going to do pen and ink or anything to that. I'm just going to mount that. And then I did this one. This one I probably will do pen and ink to it. And I tore this one. I wish I hadn't of now, but I can go back and trim it a little. Because I didn't tear any of the other ones. I cut them all. But as you can see, that's pretty interesting. I will probably do some pen and ink on it, but I'm not going to add any more collage to that. And then I've got these two, which I absolutely love too. That one I probably won't do pen and ink. I'm just going to mount that on the paper. And then this one. And once I got done cutting them out, I realized I like them the way they were, so I'm going to leave well enough alone. I'm going to trim the edges to make them a little bit neater, but I like them the way they are. They're done. These, on the other hand, need work, and I'll show you kind of what I do when I'm doing this. All right. I put it on a paper, which is where it's going to be mounted on this. So I kind of see what it's going to look like. And then I cut strips and leftover strips from when I was cutting. And then alright, this is how it would look framed. And then I just kind of slip things under there to see what I like and what I don't like. And with this one, I don't know what I'm going to do. And I would videotape this process, but I'm telling you, it's boring. I go back and forth, back and forth. And you know, you just take little pieces and see what you want to do. I might want to weave something in there or not. I kind of still had it in my head to work with the L or H shapes in my prints, so now there's not enough contrast in that. I can see that right now, so we'll go get something wilder. I probably would need a smaller piece of that, but that would be better. And then you just keep working them back and forth till you see what you want. You see what goes with what. And that definitely doesn't go with what, but you can see what I'm doing. I'm just framing the picture, then going back and play with it some more. Maybe some torn things would be good. We'll see. A torn element right there, maybe that would work. I'm going to have to hold that down to look at it, but... And I have to think in my mind, because I'm going to come back and do pen and ink with it too. Probably white ink. I like playing with white ink. Maybe a piece of one of the ones I've already done. And then bring something out the side. Well, not that something. But... maybe. And you never know. You just have to play with it, see if you can get it to work. And see what works for you. That definitely doesn't work, but you get the idea. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play with these, and when I'm done, I will put them at the end of the video. And basically just the glue, I use PVA glue, watered down a bit, and very lightly. And then I let it sit for a while and come back, and it's going to buckle a little. Once it's totally 100% dry, I put it under heavy books overnight or a couple days if I need to. But whatever I need to do to get it to dry, that's what I do. But see, I just play until I get something that appeals to me. Let's see, I could come this way and get that L shape that I want. I like the L shape. Not as loser, but as L shape. But I'm going to come back and work with these and see how I can make these four, how I can be as happy with these four as I am with that one up there. I mean, there's a reason I kept those gel prints this long, I guess. I just liked the way they were. And I found, and I remember somebody asking, does everybody collage with them, or can you just make prints? Well, you can just make prints. Sometimes not on purpose, but like I did with those, but let's see, that works a little bit. But I'm going to go back and forth with these, and like I said, it'll take hours for me to get these four. And thank you very much for viewing my video. I will put the pictures of the finished product at the end of the video. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, please put a like on it. I love those little thumbs up. And if you wish to subscribe to it so you get an updates on my videos. So thank you very much, and you have a nice day.